Duesenberg cams, which I made not long ago, the Cirrus cam for this engine that I just did 2 weeks ago, and I still have one more cam for my inline 4-cylinder engine that I'm rebuilding the head for. And so the thing I wanted to mention about the Cirrus engine, there's 2 de Havilland engines that you can get plans for, and you can see pictures and videos of on the internet. One is the Cirrus, which this is supposed to be a Model of, and the other is the de Havilland Gypsy. It turns out that in my humble opinion, the head for the Cirrus looks better. So that's why I'm doing it. But it turns out that the model was designed by Merritt Zimmerman, and it's not as scaled, it's not as accurate as the Gypsy engine, which was, that model was designed by Lee Chenery. So you kind of got to make a choice there. You got one engine that's more authentic, is the Gypsy. The other one, which if you have my sense of what looks good, then this one is less accurate to the full-size engine, but in my own opinion here, I had the bearing cap bolted on, used a dial indicator to find the center of that, and zeroed out my DRO, and then went to the coordinates of that point and drilled, and then repeated everything from the other side, and you can look through it and see that the holes actually met. They're pretty damn close. And the hole didn't break out through the side into the oil pan.
Sort of like digging a tunnel.
Digging a tunnel, yes. So anyway, I'm pretty excited about that. Now, when it comes to the drilling for the camshaft, I've got an extra long reamer and an extra long drill, so I could just do it all in one go, because you can't have any misalignment in that. It just wouldn't fly.
All you have to have is enough travel in your machine to do that.
Well, I can, or given the flank and the other radii, you can compute the duration angle, which again gives you, with a little bit of trigonometry, the precise location of that point. So there you go.
Thank you.
Oh, I have one last thing to add. So I've, in the past, complained about needing to polish these cams after grinding them because there was facets and the divots and whatnot. And I had attributed it to errors in machining the master cam. And it turns out it is pretty easy to screw up the master cam right at these transition points between the arcs, base to flank and flank to nose. And I have on 2 occasions needed to do just a tiny bit of filing. You can't even see the error with a magnifying loupe, but you grind a cam and you see it on the cam, and then you go back and trace it back to where on the master that occurs. And so I had to do it on this one for the Duesenberg, and more recently this one for the new Cirrus cam. But then I found out something else. So up here